over a longer term.
You know what happened once when I was a teenager?
What's
I
that?
went to a game in Atlanta when Tiny was.
Welcome, everyone, to the sold-out Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles, California. It's the home of the Lakers, where we're broadcasting live today for 2K Sports. There's no better time of year than the holidays for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. Take a look at the Kings. This game's going to be a challenge for them. Facing one of the top-tier teams in the league, they'll have to be at their best to steal a win here.
And it's in your DNA. You come up against a natural rival, you're going to be a little bit salty.
You know, that's what makes these games great. I mean, no love lost between these two squads. It's great competition with a little animus sprinkled in there.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the court for Sacramento. Down low, it's Bagley and Cauley-Stein. On the wings, Hield and Bogdanovich. And it's Fox in at the one spot. Well, Clark, a few teams at this point in the season have battled through back-to-back games. Just how hard is that on the body to play in consecutive nights in this league?
As I recall, Kevin, it wasn't terribly difficult. As a matter of fact, I kind of enjoyed it. You could either get the bad taste of a loss out of your mouth quickly by playing another game. You didn't have to really practice. There's some energy concerns, obviously, but when you're well-rested and excited about playing, you find the energy. But I do believe there's studies that show there's a greater probability for injury the more back-to-back games that you have. That's one of the reasons the league has sought to minimize the number of back-to-back games across the schedule.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. Both free throws good from Watson. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Sacramento's head coach gave me a few minutes. I asked him about the challenge of playing against a team that's so smart and under control on offense, and he said they really do a terrific job of execution. No miscues or missteps. We need to be just as disciplined if we're going to get the upper hand. And since they're down 1-0 in the season series, they'll have to do that really well tonight.
Okay, Dave, guys, how hard a job is it going to be to keep this team's shooting percentage down?
It's going to be very difficult. I mean, they move the ball well. They've got players who can go off if the defense isn't solid through and through.
And, you know, that's the important part. You've got to be locked in defensively, countering their ball movement with active, aggressive, communicating defense. I mean, that's really the only way to keep their shooters from getting comfortable. And this is how you want to start the ball game. 4 for 4 from the field. Seems like they're right on point and can't miss.
And Willie Cauley-Stein gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Bogdanovich against James. 6 on the shot clock. Passes to Kuzma. Here's the three. Not going to go that time. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
You know what? It's a fine line between attacking but yet staying under control, and they did, and that's why they shot such a high percentage.
Yeah, they pushed the pace, and typically you get high-quality shots when you do that. I thought they were terrific all game, Greg.
Hield with the bucket.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
Lakers trail by 7. Watson kicks to Harris. The pass to Watson. And here's Kuzma. Guarded by Fox. And Kuzma slams it in.
Boy, he makes it look so easy, doesn't he? Rising off the ground like that. Kuzma takes a lot of pride, not only in finishing with finesse, but power, too.
Now, here's Fox. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Utah.
And a lot of those points came at the free throw line, really because of his aggression. He was playing the game with force, always catching his man on his heels.
Count that one.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
To the middle. Here's Cauley Stein. And Wagner pulls it down.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
On the wing, Corey Harris, covered by Hield. Now, here's Kuzma. 14 points from him the last game against Dallas.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass. All around, just his effort level was off the charts.
Really sweet passing from Fox. He's a reliable floor general and has great vision on the court.
James against Bogdanovich. James in the post. Wagner passes to Watson. Shoots over Fox. Again, Los Angeles. The Kings leading. Pass to Hield. Here's Bogdanovich. A three-pointer off the mark.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding.
Agreed. I mean, when the defense is right there, you got to move the ball, make the extra pass. That's a case of a poor shot selection.
And Sacramento has possession after the basket by Los Angeles. Harris against Hield. Bogdanovich wide open. Off target from outside.
Well, I think the defense got really lucky there. I mean, you can't afford to give up wide open shots from deep.
James looking it over. Here's Harris. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Harris has got his first points in this one.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
So the Kings call timeout, their first. So many offenses create their opportunities, Clark, through motion. Which players, when you think about that particular style, are the best at moving without the ball?
Boy, you go to the Eastern Conference and you think about J.J. Redick. Boy, does he make it happen away from the ball. Sharp cuts, change of pace, lethal shooter on the catch. Klay Thompson's phenomenal.
And here is Los Angeles now. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Kuzma passes to Watson, and he uses the glass on the layup. Watson's got 8 points.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
On the court for Sacramento, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Down low, it's Bagley and Cauley Stein. And it's Barnes in at the small forward position. Looking at Los Angeles, they want to turn it around after the loss to Dallas. Caldwell Pope kicks to Watson. To the wing on the left. Kuzma passes to Watson. 5 to shoot. Back to Kuzma. Over Cauley-Stein. And he overshot that one, missing.
The defense was less than impressive there, but despite them not really contesting that shot, he still bricked it.
Offensive rebound. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
And barely anyone in the area, and still he whiffs on the bunny.
Sinks the three-pointer.
Yeah, first and foremost, he's a pass-first team player, is Caldwell Pope. Love seeing that.
The Kings trail by 5. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
And with the Tide running against them, needs to talk it over with his guys.
You're exactly right. Halting the other team's run momentarily. Let's see what he comes up with now, Greg.
And how is the West shaping up, guys? Well, let's take a moment here to check it out now that the mid-season grind is well underway. You take a look at Los Angeles. They've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an eye toward the postseason. And, of course, Sacramento. Not in the same realm right now in terms of their record.
Yeah, you know, for the Kings, there were fears they'd be one of the NBA's doormats this season. Those fears have turned out to be well-founded.
And, you know, I don't think they need to wait for the offseason to start making some changes. I think they can start the rebuilding process right now.
The Kings trail by 8. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Fox kicks to Bogdanovich. Back to Fox. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Kept alive. James. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Fox with it. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, guys, Money in the last outing against the Mavericks was phenomenal. He finished with 36 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what became a great exhibition on his part. That was just the latest in a string of very productive games for him. We'll see if he can keep this streak going, Kevin.
Thanks, David. It was a performance that not many players are capable of.
I know I won't forget it for a while, and you have to think he'll keep it rolling here tonight. When you're that hot, it takes a while to cool down.
And you know what, Greg? I think defensively they're going to be ready for him. They won't make things easy. Coming off a game like he just had, I mean, he's going to get a bunch of attention.
And Harris drops them both.
Gotta appreciate how skilled Harris is. He plays with a real fire and energy on both ends.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. We've seen Money really having a great game.
And, Kevin, they need this timeout. He's flat out owning them right now. Can't miss.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Kuzma. Averaging about 16 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he brings that offensive firepower to the team. Scoring just comes naturally.
And, you know, defenses are throwing everything at him, yet he's still able to put up points. He's really unstoppable.
And it's Bagley in the corner. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. And it's 6 points from Marvin Bagley.
And the rhythm, the timing, an encouraging sign seeing Bagley knock it down there off the catch.
Harris kicks to Watson. Lets it go from deep. 6 to shoot. Pass to Kuzma. High post shot. Sacramento grabs the miss. Cauley-Stein's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
I tell you what, he's doing his best to contribute, but he's been out of sync, out of rhythm. Luckily, his team still is in front. Love that aggressive mentality, constantly looking to put the ball in the basket.
De'Aaron Fox, another hyper-athletic point guard out of Kentucky. Great size at 6'4". He can impact the game at both ends. Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Yeah, ferocious at the rim. Bagley can finish with power or finesse.
Watson, that's for two. And another basket for the Lakers.
Yeah, he's building off that strong first quarter, Kevin. Rising up and hitting shots with confidence.
Now, here's Fox. He's covered by Watson. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. And here we go. Fast break. Kuzma's got it. Here's Harris. Again, Los Angeles.
He's just so polished on offense. Harris has what it takes to score from the mid-range. You got to step up on it.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Fox. To the paint. And Cauley-Stein throws it down.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish.
Maybe that'll help them recapture their edge a little bit, guys.
Lakers working the ball around now. Caldwell Pope against Barnes. The baseline J. Again, Los Angeles.
Impressive, really, from that short 17 area. They are not missing many.
You're exactly right. I mean, they've banged home 8 of their last 10 points on mid-range jumpers.
Bagley. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And it's the fearlessness of Bagley that earns him these calls. Plays with such ferocity.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. Clark, you had a terrific amateur career. You made NBA all-rookie first team. Can't exactly call you a late bloomer at all. You were really thriving.
Yeah, I had a lot of great people around me, Kevin, from the time I started playing in middle school to high school, college, the pros. Actually was fortunate Herb Williams, a teammate of mine in college at Ohio State, was also with the Pacers when I got there. So that helped my transition immensely to have a friend, veteran guy in the league. He had been there a year before me, break me in, and then I had an opportunity to play a lot and show what I could do, but I attribute it to good fortune, favor, and a lot of good people.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Fox passes to Hield. Kicks it to Barnes. For the three, kept alive by Sacramento, and good that time.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
Yeah, it's finishing your defense, Greg. We know that. You can defend, then you got to rebound the miss, and you got to get to the glass with intensity.
James misses.
And, you know, the defense was probably in the C-plus range there. I mean, I'm sure he feels like that's one he should have made, that layup.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Kuzma, that's good.
Boy, fun watching Kuzma find a way to get out in the open court. The young legs on display there.
Fox kicks to Hield. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got his 5th assist in this one. Bonga, guarded by Fox. The high post shot. And that one's good. James has got 7 points here in this quarter.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Adding to their lead. And you see that field goal percentage for the game steadily heading north.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
And trailing in this game, now is not the time to start playing conservatively. I mean, if you've got an open look from deep, let it go. I mean, you've got to play freely and with confidence.
Just 5 to shoot. Shot, high post. Again, Los Angeles.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Well, when you knock down jumpers like that, it opens everything else up as well.
Ingram with the steal. And in transition, it's Ingram. Here we go.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Here's Fox. 6 points for him. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Los Angeles on top, up 19. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Money.
And I loved in that first half, they were patient, looked for good shots, and knocked them down.
I liked how they took the initiative. They were really locked into what they wanted, not letting the defense dictate their shot selection.
LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Harris is out there with Money, and it's Wagner in at the center, locking down the middle. And that's the group for Luke Walton as we begin the second half. Harris finds James. Harris looking it over. Just 4 to shoot. Puts up a 3. Connects from three-point range. Harris has got 11 points.
You got to push Harris off that 3 spot. When you don't, he is going to burn you from beyond.
The wide open look here for Fox. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Lakers leading by 20. Watson for 3. Cauley-Stein grabs the board. Cauley-Stein's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. It's tipped.
Upping his intensity on the defensive end. Love to see that. Kuzma uses his length and athleticism to challenge and alter shots.
Hield from outside. The Lakers with the rebound. James has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
It's good from long range. 14 points for Corey Harris.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Fox passes to Bogdanovich. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Back to Fox. Hield kicks to Cauley-Stein. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
Just a positive force right now for these guys, and though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the 3s in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
It's deflected. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Here's a look at what's coming up now for the Sacramento Kings. On Wednesday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns. And then on Friday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And for the matchup with the Grizzlies, you know they're going to be amped up for that one, and they'll need to be. That's going to be one tough game for that group.
And the Lakers making a change here. Hart's checked in. The Kings also with the sub. Giles is checked in. Passes it to Wagner. Harris outside. And he lays it straight in. Harris has got 8 here in the quarter.
Everything working for him out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
Yeah, you can sense he wasn't happy with how things are going here. Probably looking to change it up a bit.
Nothing wrong with that. You got to be flexible. When something isn't working, you adjust, you modify, you go to something else. That's what the best coaches do.
Some changes for Sacramento. Andre Hollis Jefferson, he's checked in for Buddy Hield. And Thomas subbed in for Fox. Here's Hart. Bagley with the rebound. Bagley's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Bogdanovich passes to Giles. Good on the bucket.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. And Bogdan Bogdanovic, Greg, a highly decorated player internationally. Multiple silver medals with the Serbian national team, a EuroLeague champion back in 2017.
Yeah, I mean, he's a talented player, very skilled, and at 6'6" can play either guard spot. Great shooter. I think he's one to watch.
Sacramento's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And that's a foul called on Money. That's his first foul. Lonzo Ball is checked in for Money. Los Angeles, they have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight. And the free throw, no good. And here's Thomas, who brings it up for Sacramento. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Bagley with the bucket. Lakers leading by 22. Watson kicks to Hart. Now the pass to Ball. Lakers passing it around. Harris outside. Over Giles. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Harris has got 21.
Defense has no answer for him. I mean, none. They look completely lost. He's been on fire.
Bagley, no good.
Cannot give him that much room for mid-range. They got to feel lucky he didn't knock that one down.
Stripped away. Here's Hollis Jefferson, guarded by Harris. And here is Thomas. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Just 5 on the clock. Bogdanovic dishes to Thomas. Knocks down the 10-footer.
You know, this guy can beat you off the dribble. He can beat you off the catch. IT's just a hard guy to defend.
Watson, that's for 2. The rebound by Giles. Kings have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Ball against Bogdanovic. And it's Bagley in the corner. Ball with the rebound.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Watson. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And checking out some numbers for Bagley. Over the last 10 games or so, he's really shown up. Averaging 15 points a game, 9 rebounds, and just over 2 blocks. And he brings that offensive firepower to the team. Scoring just comes natural.
And, you know, defenses are throwing everything at him, yet he's still able to put up points. He's really unstoppable.
Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for the Lakers. Thomas kicks to Bogdanovic. Barnes passes to Thomas. Goes back up. He lays it in. Thomas got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Good to see Thomas get himself going, showing he's more than just a perimeter shooter. Great touch.
Ball against Bogdanovic. Ball, the pass to Wagner. And here is Ball. A floater. And Ingram with the basket on the assist by Ball. And that's now 6 points for Brandon Ingram. Kings have gone 7 for 16 in the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%. And Bogdanovic kicks to Thomas. Nailed from three-point land. Thomas got 7 now in this quarter.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Hart. There's Thomas with the 3. Kept alive by Sacramento. Bogdanovic finds Thomas. Back to Bogdanovic. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Thomas got 3 assists tonight.
And all those second chance points have given them a boost here in the second half, and that's a great way to cut into the lead.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Pass to Giles. Looking for Bogdanovich, and he gets it there. Hollis Jefferson passes to Barnes. No good on the shot. Some solid defense from Ingram. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Pass to Wagner. He dishes it to Watson. Ball against Bogdanovich. Ball, the pass to Wagner. And another three for the Lakers.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Well, you know, the D just hasn't been there for real. I mean, these shooters are getting any perimeter shot they want. It's a bunch of warm-up jump shots out there.
Back to Thomas. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
He is pouring it on in the second half, guys. I mean, a much better showing than he had before the break.
Now, here's Watson. He's guarded closely. Wagner buries it down low. Wagner's got 8 here in the quarter.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring. And this one couldn't have been any easier.
Yeah, that was actually no defense at all there, Greg. I mean, layups don't come any easier than that. I mean, they're piling it on now.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for the Lakers. LeBron comes in for Ball. And then for Sacramento, Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Giles. Buddy Hield comes in for Hollis Jefferson. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Bogdanovich. Kuzma kicks to Ingram. Here's Watson, and it's blocked. There's 48 seconds left to play in the third. They get it back. Cauley Stein's shot is good. Cauley Stein's got 6.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure. But unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
Kuzma passes to Ingram. Back to Kuzma over Cauley Stein. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
Well, I like the defense there. Right up in his grill, didn't give him a chance.
Hield from outside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Ingram's got 5 rebounds tonight.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Loved how they guarded that layup. Didn't make it easy, which I think is why he missed it.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. We'll get right back to the action when... And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court right now for the Kings, Harrison Barnes is out there with Buddy Hield. Then it's Isaiah Thomas, and it's Fox, and it's Cauley Stein in at the 5 down low. Fox kicks to Cauley Stein. Thomas gets a wide open look, and it's off from 3-point range. Now the Lakers on the break, and stolen by Thomas. To the right side. Here's Fox, and misses it off the right side of the rim.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Here's Watson. The shot, no good. And it's the Kings taking it the other way. Inside, here's Fox. It's good.
Man, I like how confident Fox is inside. I mean, awesome. Absolutely awesome. Getting good positioning close to the basket.
Watson for 3. Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession. And the Kings will go for a different look here. For Sacramento, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. And that's a foul called on Money. That's foul number 2 for him. Clark, we know of your involvement with college basketball, calling the Final Four. College teams occasionally change conferences. Here in the NBA, there's talk of eliminating conferences altogether.
Yeah, you know what? I'm a bit of a traditionalist here. I'm open to change, but I think there would need to be more rationale behind the change than what I've heard or read. So I think keeping it the way it is fine. So that tradition aspect of it is what I'm hanging my hat on. Anytime you try to manipulate matchups, though, to me, is walking down the wrong road. So, in my opinion, we should stay with the conferences for now.
I like that thought. No one covering. 7 points for Barnes.
In that first half, guys, they didn't shoot nearly as many threes as they have here in the second, trying to use that shot to stay in the game.
Corey Harris with the defensive effort. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. They host the Clippers after this game. And that's the third of 4 straight played at home.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Inside, Paulie Stein. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
And really, all credit to the pass there. I mean, he angled it just right. Set up the basket beautifully.
Here's Watson, covered by Hield. Watson's shot is off. For Sacramento, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Los Angeles leading by 23. Down low. And LeBron gets it to go with the assist by Harris. And that's 11 points for LeBron.
Man, you got to respect and appreciate how polished LeBron is inside. I mean, he really excels at creating opportunities for himself close to the rim.
The 15-footer, Bagley, no good. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. In the corner, it's Harris. And another 3 for the Lakers.
Yeah, consistent at keeping his foot on the gas pedal. Harris aggressive when it comes to scoring the ball.
Fox kicks to Hield. Back to Fox. Lays it up off the glass. Fox has got 4 this quarter.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of thing.
Watson for 3. Barnes grabs the miss. Barnes has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Not a lot going his way. Everything he's shooting is just off the mark. I mean, somehow he's got to figure out a way to turn it around.
The shot, no good.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Watson's shot is good.
Well, this is what he likes to do. Try to break your spirit.
I think he's trying to put this one away, quite honestly. I mean, feels like he can lay it up against any type of defense, and he can.
And Paulie Stein throws it down. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 11 rebounds.
Hard not to respect how good Fox is in the pick and roll. Excellent at making the pocket pass.
Harris passes to Wagner. To the inside, Watson. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Watson's got 12 points here in the second half.
Boy, I really like the way he's stroking the ball. I mean, knocking down a bunch of his shots and really being efficient.
And that's a foul called on Money. That's his 3rd foul of the game. In the recent CBA, there have been a lot of provisions put in there for retired players. Health insurance, increase in pensions, Clark, reimbursement for tuition. What do you think of these changes?
Love them, Kevin. Absolutely love them. And again, credit to the league and to the Players Association for thinking outside the box, reaching back to benefit some of the former players that are actually in need of these benefits and deserving of them. Come on now. Those guys paved the way in many ways for what we see of the league now. And most players appreciate and recognize that, and for it to be tangibly recognized and rewarded is great to see. I love it.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. McConnell's got 7 points here in this quarter. And a breakdown here, guys, the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
It's stolen by Watson. Here's Hart. And the rejection by Paulie Stein. Hield kicks to Fox. And that's a foul called on Money. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And that 4th foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
Bucket is good.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And, Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Good on the three-point shot. Watson's got 31 points.
And they're just living beyond the arc here, really the entire 4th quarter.
And, you know, this is the time to do it. Sinking triple after triple. And it ends up becoming contagious.
It's deflected, but he stays with it. And so Sacramento again turning it over. Well, we've got a moment now to see this year's three-point contest and how it's shaping up. Let's take a look at some of the top candidates emerging as we see here some players who are likely to make the final cut.
Not too shabby of shooters on this list, Kevin. You gotta love the advancement and really the evolution of the three-point shot in today's game.
You look at Watson. He's all the way up there at number 2 in the voting for the three-point contest. Fans and the media know that he is one of the premier long-distance shooters in the league today.
And, Kevin, not to take anything away from the other facets of his game, but let's face it, that three-point shooting is what puts him on a whole nother level.
And we'll keep you posted as we find out more and as we get closer to the three-point contest once we have our final list of official contestants.
Yeah, it's going to be very competitive. That's the one thing we all know. We've got an incredible group of long-distance shooters in this league right now.
Sacramento's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Inside, there's Hollis Jefferson. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Down low. James wide open. And it's good off the back rim and in.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
As well he should, Greg. I mean, he always is looking to score the ball, even more so when he's hot. I like the mindset.
Now Fox. Back to Hield. Fires for 3. Drops in the tray.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
Knocked loose. Out of bounds. Kings ball as Sacramento keeps possession. Los Angeles making a switch here. Jones is checked in. And a change for Sacramento. Bielitsa's checked in. 1:56 left here in the 4th quarter. Tipped away. Here's Hart. Bonga, guarded by Fox. Watson for 3. Sacramento grabs the miss.
Well, another 10-cup moment here because he continues to miss shot after shot from three-point range. This is not a 4th quarter he's going to want to remember. And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Los Angeles.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so checking out their record tonight, it'll mark win number 32 overall.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And, you know, against a conference opponent, Greg, who you're going to see 4 times total on the season, a 2-0 advantage is pretty healthy.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Money.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Caldwell Pope's checked in.
Boy, I like the focus and unselfishness Fox brings to the court. A strong defender with lightning-quick reflexes in every spot.
Out to the wing. Watson, that's for 2. And the shot no good, a bit short.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
I agree with you. Not a good shot, not good offense. They can get a much better look than that, but they're going to need to be patient to do so.
Took him no time at all on that one.
And giving the fans what they came to see, a spirited performance.
Well, they've got to be pleased with the effort they've seen so far tonight. Everybody pitching in for what looks to be a solid W.
Giles kicks to Heald. Again, the miss by the Kings. Pass to Watson. And there's the feed to Jones. Now, here's Watson. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps.